What if I told you there's only 3 words that you need to quickly and easily attract whatever you want in life? Well, you'd probably say, that sounds too good to be true. Where's the proof, Jake? And it's funny you should ask. I'm about to show you the proof and how to actually do it. First, this technique is drawn from Neville Goddard's book, The Law and the Promise. The 3-word technique is one of the quickest and fastest and easiest ways, yes, all 3, quick, fast, and easy, to change your life. And before we jump into the specifics of that, I want to share an amazing success story from Neville Goddard's book. This is exactly how a woman absolutely changed her life and how you can do it too using this technique. So she was struggling financially. She couldn't get a job. She's having trouble paying the rent. She desperately wants to buy a new car. She doesn't have any money. She's losing hope. And she tries this Neville Goddard technique and her life changes. In her exact words, this is an exact quote from the book, I began to apply these 3 words, and instead of thinking and imagining everything I needed, I tried to capture the feeling that something wonderful was happening to me. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. And I would say over and over to myself as I fell asleep, these 3 magic words. I repeated that imaginary act and the feeling for 2 months, night after night. In early October, I met a casual friend who handed me a certified check in my name for $25,000. She attributed it to 3 magic words. So these words are about to change your life very quickly. Before we get into those 3 words and how to use this in a way that will absolutely change your life in an undeniably radical fashion where the proof shows up quickly for you, if you haven't yet, I have a free success hypnosis. A free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. It's so much easier to change your life than people think. You just have to listen to a success hypnosis every day to start to reprogram the subconscious, the old negative thought patterns and beliefs and habits that are programmed into your subconscious. And it only takes a couple minutes. You might have 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. You just have to do it every day, even if it's for 1 minute. And it turns your subconscious into a magnet to get what you want. About 1 million people from all over the world have used it. All you got to do is use it every day. It's free. So it's jakeshypnosis.com. You can click the link in the description right there down below, or it's pinned as the top comment, or you can click right here. It's my free success hypnosis. And now, back to your regularly scheduled broadcast. The 3 words that Neville Goddard emphasized in his book are, isn't it wonderful? These words are super powerful when you couple them with visualization in the right emotional state. And this is where people make a huge mistake. And this mistake may end up costing you $25,000 like the woman made. It may cost you millions of dollars if you make this mistake, because visualization isn't about seeing. It's about engaging your senses to create a vivid experience. So I like to do a 4-step checklist to make sure that my visualizations are guaranteed to work. And when you follow this 4-step checklist, you can take the images in your mind and hold them in your hand. Bob Proctor used to say, if you could see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, but the key is down to these 4 steps. So let's go over them so you can speed up the process to bring the money faster, the love faster, your confidence faster, to speed it up into your life. Step number 1 is visual imagery. So you picture the scenes of your desired outcome. You see yourself achieving your goals. Like, for example, you see exactly what the numbers are in your future bank account. You see exactly what the eyes of your future sexy lover and soulmate may look like. Maybe it has a splash of green and the rest of their eyes are brown or blue. Or maybe you want more money. So you need to imagine the exact details of your new client, shaking hands with them. Maybe they have gray hair. Maybe they have perfect teeth. Maybe they have huge hands. And as you're shaking their hand, they're giving you a $5,000 check for your services, and it's signed in navy blue ink. You have to get that detailed. The reason you have to get that detailed is because you're changing your memory model. If you see this image up on screen right now, your reality is controlled by your environment. Your environment controls your attention, and that's what creates long-term memories. They all start with your senses, but you are disentangling your 5 senses and then beginning to create a new level of sight from your mind and imagination only. And this is why it's so important to use success hypnosis as well. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's free. About 1 million people from all over the world have used it, and every day I get these awesome stories, like somebody, whether they're in Africa or New York or Canada, or they're in Europe or they're in Los Angeles. And I always get these stories like, I made an extra $500 out of nowhere. I got a new job. I sold my house that's been on the market for 6 months. I just made, double the money. Like all these kinds of crazy things, because you're turning your subconscious into a magnet for what you want by reprogramming it, and it's free. So number 1 is to see it, but now these other 3 steps are where you actually get what you want to come faster. Okay, step number 2 in the checklist is auditory elements. So hear the sounds associated with your success, the applause, the congratulations, the specific sounds of your environment. For example, before I made it as a YouTuber, when I had like 2,000 subscribers, nobody watched, I was broke as shit, excuse my language, and I would imagine myself screaming to my wife with excitement that my YouTube videos randomly went viral, and I would replay that over and over in my head. So the scenario where I'd shake the computer mouse and all of a sudden it randomly went viral, and I'm yelling my wife's name, Ashley, 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 my video just went freaking viral. Holy crap, can you hear me? Where are you? Like that reel. That's how I would replay it. And then I'd hear her back like, yeah, Jake, you did it. You did it. You are amazing, right? Like I'd replay it like that in my head. The crazy thing is it kind of ended up happening like that. We were camping, and then we had to go to a little internet cafe in the middle of nowhere so I could get some internet service to publish a video. My old videos on my channel actually ended up being viral while I shook the mouse and went on. The only difference was I couldn't scream because they would have thought I was crazy and like called the cops or kicked me out of the coffee store. But then I went from 2,000 subscribers to almost 1 million, and everything changed my life forever. It was very similar. So it's important that you really hear it. Hear the person, see the person, use your imagination, find that scenario, and then I would just replay that scenario and hear it in my head while I would play my success hypnosis really softly in the background. Now let's go over number 3 and 4 and how you can really use this technique so you actually do look back and go, yeah, baby. It is wonderful. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is wonderful that everything in life works out perfectly for you. Number 3 is nervous system engagement. Feel what it would feel like. Feel the emotions of joy, relief, excitement. Imagine the physical sensations that are associated with your desires coming true. And if you need help with that, the easiest and most accurate way to do this is to use past memories as anchors. So if you want a new job, or you want to attract an unexpected increase in your monthly income, or you want to attract a super duper hot lover, and it's hard for you to imagine those feelings because your reality right now might be the total opposite. So it's like hard to do it, right? What you want to do is recall a past memory that you had with tons of excitement, gratitude, super high levels of happiness, love, whatever it is. Recalling past pleasing memories, and allow yourself to daydream into them until you really feel the emotions of joy of that memory. And then press pause on your mental movie of that old memory, and then press play on your future memory of your desire. Once the feeling's created, press pause on that old memory of that good thing that happened, and then insert the picture of what it is that you want to manifest in your life. And what you're doing is you've already jump-started or kick-started the feelings in the nervous system, the brain, and the body, and your energy field. And then you're just replacing your new image, and you are creating that subconscious association quicker and faster, so you get the results that you want into your life faster. And what this is really doing is hijacking your subconscious mind where it's no longer controlled by the environment. So if you look at this image right here, stick figure drawing, at the top you can see there's 5 little antennas. Those are your 5 senses. Then you have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Then you have your body and an arrow to your results. So your subconscious mind is controlling everything, but your subconscious mind is programmed from your environment. So when you change what is being sent into your subconscious mind by hijacking your feelings and feeling the gratitude, excitement, and joy of the future as if it's already happened, then you change your results. And that's also why it's so wonderful. Why is it so wonderful? Because everything works perfectly for you. And if everything works perfectly for you in your life, you're ready to receive that, you're ready for the universe to bring more of that into your life, and you're ready to let go of everything else that you thought was real and you thought was the way it was supposed to be, and you're ready to invite in what's really meant to be, this whole new level of wonder, where things quickly come into your life, like that lady that got $25,000 very quickly. Like me, who imagined this scenario of my YouTube channel randomly going viral, and it happened almost to a T the same way, and then I created millions of dollars in my 20s as a college dropout, all from this little picture I created in my mind. If you're ready for that, you can hit the like button on this video. Make sure you get my free success hypnosis. We're going to go into the last and final step of your checklist on how to use this technique. But if you haven't yet, you can click here to get my free success hypnosis, and you can comment down below, I'm ready for something wonderful. I'm ready for something wonderful. Now, number 4 is smell the environment of your success. Taste the flavors that symbolize these achievements. Maybe you want to get your dream house. In that case, you want to smell the fresh dinner that maybe your spouse made in the new kitchen when you get home from work. Or maybe you want your dream car. I would advise you to go to the dealership, test drive it. Then you know exactly what the specific leather of that car smells like. Then you can easily bring that memory into your visualizations. Or maybe you could just tell them, instead of test drive it, hey guys, can I just test smell it? Don't actually do that. They're going to think you're crazy. But think about it on a very detailed level. How can you create that feeling that goes back to how does it smell? How does it taste? Get very detailed, because this is what sparks the cells of recognition in your subconscious mind. Now, the reason that those 4 steps are so important is because that's what changes your brain, and that's what makes these 3 magic words work so powerfully. This is actually a brain fact, as you see on the screen here. Neurons that fire together wire together, i.e., repeated behavior, good or bad, gets wired into the brain and becomes more likely to be triggered in the future. Your feelings are how you spark those cells. And that creates something called Hebb's Law that says neurons that fire together wire together. When you repeat this every single day, when you listen to the success hypnosis every single day, and we're going to go into how to combine the success hypnosis with the Isn't It Wonderful 3 magic words here, and I'm going to do that in about 60 seconds of total time. When you combine those and you do those every day, you activate the cells in your brain repeatedly, as you see on this image on screen. Neurons that fire together wire together. The cells in your brain that fire together repeatedly, day after day, wire together, and you build a new brain of wonder and becoming a magnet for amazing things. So now let's go over how to combine this power of these 3 magic words. So first things first, quiet place. Neville Goddard says before sleep is great because the mind is in a more receptive state. But I found that you can get results in the morning, at night. That's the power that you really have in life. We just don't really realize how powerful we are. After you find that quiet place, close your eyes and just breathe. Just relax and take some deep breaths. Don't even try to force the visualizations. Just breathe deeply and count your breaths so that your mind can focus on the present moment. So don't even try to rush visualizing. What I do is I just focus on my breath, counting the rising and falling, and I have my success hypnosis play really softly in the background. That's what gets my mind focused. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You can get it for free. And then once I feel like I'm ready, that's when I go through the checklist of my senses. Can I see it? Can I hear it? Can you feel it? Can you smell it? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? You build the pictures of what you want to manifest. Well, once I start to create that feeling and I see it and I feel it and I can touch it and I can taste it and it's coming true, yeah, baby, that's when I say, isn't it wonderful? So you repeat that. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? You just repeat that silently or out loud like a mantra. The same way that when you're learning different meditations and all these different spiritual things, they all have mantras. This is your mantra. Isn't it wonderful? 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 That picture, that dream's coming real. So I invite you to practice this for the next 30 days. Give this a technique a try for 30 days. Repeat these words. Even when you're not doing the technique, isn't it wonderful? While you're driving, while you're walking, isn't it wonderful? Maybe try to start conversations with people. Isn't it wonderful that, and think of something. This is going to get your mind to dwell on the possibilities, and you're going to be amazed how many opportunities are going to come into your life, because what you want is seeking you, but it's waiting for you to turn the lens to how wonderful reality really is and how worthy you really are of all these great things. So if you enjoyed this video, you can click right here to watch another one of my Neville Goddard techniques. Make sure you get my free success hypnosis, and I'll see you on another video. Have a great day.